Geonosian brainworms are loose on a medical frigate. We watched Brain Invaders for our Clone Wars Chronological Rewatch, so now it's time to break it all down.
A clone is infected by a Geonosian worm who then boards a medical ship with his fellow soldiers. He infects the rest of them and Barasafi until Ahsoka finds a way to stop the worms.
The theme of this episode is attachment is not compassion, and I'm pretty sure that all boils down to basically the last scene, but it's building towards it the whole time. Ahsoka doesn't want to kill Barriss. When Barriss gets a little control over herself, she asks Ahsoka to kill her, and she refuses to do it.
Yeah.
Because she has a friend, and she doesn't want to kill her friend.
Yeah, and then later she is talking to Anakin and is like, well, was that the right thing to do? If she had succeeded, she would have taken out a ton of people. Yeah,
she would have gotten the worms loose on the medical frigate. So she's like, what is right? And Anakin explains that as Jedi, their job is to save as many lives as possible. And Ahsoka followed her instincts, but it's hard to keep your personal attachments from getting in the way. And it's like, I do think that Ahsoka's attachment to Barriss and the clones, she even said some of the clones were her friends, those attachments may have gotten in the way, but ultimately she non-violently stopped the worms and saved the lives of Barriss and a bunch of clones.
Yeah.
And, I think that was the way to do it.
Yeah.
On top of that, we have Anakin, who is kind of the complete opposite direction. He's being kind of hypocritical about what he just said to Ahsoka.
Yeah, because he's willing to pretty much torture Poggle the Lesser.
I wouldn't even say pretty much. Go all the way.
Yeah, he's willing to...
He didn't dip his toe into torture.
He's willing to tap into the dark side a little bit and torture Poggle the Lesser because of his attachment with Ahsoka.
Yeah. And the Imperial March is even playing when he's doing it. It's making you know that this is not a happy thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Anakin, that's Anakin's struggle through his saga, especially in the prequels and the Clone Wars, is that he gets attached to people and he keeps losing them. And he becomes so afraid of eventually losing Padme that he's willing to do terrible things. And Ahsoka says in the episode that Anakin is like a go all in kind of guy, do whatever's necessary.
Yeah.
I really do like this episode. There was a lot of foreshadowing in it too. Just the clones attacking Ahsoka and Barriss is this little mini Order 66.
Yeah, I wonder if Palpatine was... He got word of this somehow and was like, oh, did I press the Order 66 button on accident?
He excuses himself from whatever meeting he's in and runs back to his office and is like, did I press the button? What happened?
He just rolled over on it. Oops.
Maybe he thought he actually accidentally activated Siri or something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But yeah, obviously there's a lot of foreshadowing with the clones, and they even say at one point, if there's one thing we know how to do, it's stop Jedi. And that made me wonder, do the brainworms, did they subconsciously unlock Order 66 in a way? Not turn it on, but just did they know? Were they able to read the inhibitor chips? I don't know how the brain worms work, but it would be interesting if they kind of even brought it out of the clones a little bit. They realized that was their true purpose in a way.
Oh, that's weird.
And then, of course, we have Barriss fighting Ahsoka, which is a pretty big foreshadowing moment for what happens to her down the line. Yeah. Barriss.
I'll just say this episode creeped me out quite a bit, and I don't like worms.
Molly doesn't like creepy crawlies going into noses or ears.
Yeah, no thanks.
We were watching Wrath of Khan recently, and there's those little earbugs that you weren't a fan. Before wrapping up, let's go over some of the random pieces of trivia from the episode. The lines about Mace Windu on Dantooine and Kit Fisto's familiarity with Ord Cestus are nods to the Clone Wars microseries and the novel The Cestus Deception, respectively. The troopers of Tango Company are distinguished by the striped tiger face logo on their armor. You can find those facts on StarWars.com's episode guides, and they're currently doing a rewatch on their website as well if you want to check that out. I'll put a link in the description to all the episodes listed out chronologically, but that's it for today. Next week, we'll watch Season 2, Episode 9, Grievous Intrigue, if you want to watch along. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel,
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.